we're gonna
subscribe. How do you say subscribe in Spanish?
Let's subscribe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is anyone gonna correct that?
No, I didn't think so.
Spooky! I'm Grace.
I'm Mamrie, and today this might get cursed.
Yeah, we're talking about superstitions.
Because it's Friday the 13th, you guys.
Ooh.
I guess I'm not freaked out by things that they say are going to be bad luck.
Okay.
Like, I don't really buy that. I'm more into doing things that are supposed to cause, like, good luck.
I am just constantly worried. So I think by default of having just an unending uneasiness in me, I'm superstitious. I always get a weird pang like walking under a ladder if I have to. Like I'll go around it.
I will say the ladder thing does make me a little uneasy. And then when we lived in New York, there'd always be constant construction and scaffolding, which just feels like a giant ladder. So you'd just be walking full blocks.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're under a ladder.
Wait,
I walk like this. Today we're talking about superstitions that are associated with Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Which I learned a new fact.
Yeah, fun facts.
Friday the 13th, like the first time it's kind of brought up, is in a book from 1907. Yeah, called Friday the 13th, and it's about a fictional stockbroker who's intentionally going to crash the stock market on Friday the 13th, and that's why it became bad luck. It's always about greed.
Can we get an appetizer, please?
We've got some superstitions that I had never heard before. In Japan, letting a sumo wrestler make your baby cry is supposed to bring it good health and ward off evil spirits. Which, I don't know if you've ever been up close with a sumo wrestler, but like, I would cry.
I mean, they look like big babies.
That's what I'm saying. So the baby's probably like, why am I not as big as that one?
If a baby cries for no reason, according to superstition, it's believed that there are ghosts around and the child is being disturbed by the ghosts. Which I believe because I've had moments.
That?
Yeah, I've had moments with my dog when she's like looking at something that's nothing in the room or be like totally fascinated by nothing, and I've been like, there's a ghost there. There's clearly a ghost there.
Do you know how often I catch you looking into nothing?
I see ghosts. I see dead people.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love this. An itchy left hand indicates you will lose money, while an itchy right hand indicates you will receive money.
See, I've always heard that an itchy palm means you're gonna make money.
I think it means you have eczema. Get some Gold Bond relief.
Yeah, you got dry hands.
Gold Bond.
Yeah.
So then I guess if you have like an itchy right hand, like go to Vegas.
I guess so, but there's also someone with just dry skin that's making up a lot of superstitions.
That's what I'm saying.
Spanish ritual on New Year's Eve is to eat 12 grapes at midnight. It is done in the hope of having 12 happy months in the coming year. What if you just drink box wine?
Yeah, like who's sober enough to remember to eat 12 grapes if it was like 12 slices of pizza? All right, well now that we've talked about some weird superstitions, there are some pretty generic ones that everyone knows, and Grace and I are going to put them to the test. We are going to do the action and hopefully not get cursed.
Yeah, we're gonna try and prove that these have no power over us by taking one for the team and doing the things that are supposed to bring bad luck. So.
This could be our last episode.
I'm honestly anxious about this episode.
I know, I love it.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most well-known superstitions is black cat.
Yeah, and I'm afraid to admit this, but I have absolutely turned around in my car when I've seen a black cat walk across the street.
Seriously?
Not worth it if I have the time. Today, we're gonna test it.
We'll see if any bad luck happens to me. There's no I love that there's no timeline either. It's not like in the next 10 minutes. It could happen in a week.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why this episode sucks for us.
Ready the black cat. The only thing scary is how cheap we are on the show.
Whoa, this cat is in a rush. Where are you going, sir? What business meeting are you late to?
Back in Pilgrim Day, they thought black cats were associated with Satan, were like Satan's companion, and you would be like thrown in jail or like maybe killed if you had a black cat. You know what? I don't feel that bad about the black cat.
I feel okay. Maybe this is, helping let go of some of these insecurities about superstitions that I've had.
We'll see.
Your
turn.
Okay, my turn. Another major superstition is opening an umbrella indoors. One explanation comes from the days when umbrellas were used as protection from the sun. Opening one inside was an insult to the sun god.
Oh,
You're gonna get burned. Well, you really pulled that out like you were Danny DeVito as a penguin about to attack me.
This is a penguin umbrella. This is a very obvious, there's no doubt about it. This is gonna get opened indoors. Here we go. And wow, we did it. I mean, I feel okay. We'll see how the rest of the day goes.
I love that the follow-up to this episode might be when we both walk outside at the end of the day and anvils just fall on us.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you spill salt, you need to take a little bit and throw it over your right shoulder to like undo the bad luck. And there's a couple different reasons. One of them being that Judas spilled the salt at the Last Supper, because let's blame everything on Judas.
God, he did one thing.
This is a pretty big thing.
It's a bad thing.
Another thing is that they say when you spill the salt, like you're vulnerable to the devil coming up. So you throwing the salt is momentarily blinding him before he can do any bad. So like you spill the salt and all of a sudden it's like, coming. You know who doesn't like spilled salt?
Who?
And this whole ritual? Waitresses!
Oh.
Because if people throwing salt everywhere, you gotta sweep at the end of the night.
That's true. It's left, right?
Is it left shoulder?
Left shoulder with your right hand. I don't want people to like.
You guys,
The
left shoulder,
comments.
right hand.
Delete that comment that you already left.
Oh, that devil would have gotten me. All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Mamrie, can you pass me the salt?
Sure, Grace. Oh my God.
Wow. So now you just gotta leave it. So sorry everyone out there with OCD too.
Yeah,
Like,
this is just messing with my cleanliness.
yeah, the rest of this episode is gonna feel weird for all of us now. I feel unsettled about this.
I feel unsettled because it's just messy. The last one I'm going to do is Bloody Mary,
Oh.
which you and I have done before. When I threw a Bloody Marathon, which is a marathon where you drink Bloody Marys all day, we did a promo video where we did Bloody Mary in the mirror and then we screamed and Bloody Marys appeared.
Yeah.
It's somewhere online.
We were artists back in the day. You're supposed to say Bloody Mary 3 times and then she's supposed to appear in the mirror.
Well, you spin every time, right?
Okay, I'll hold this.
So they don't know exactly which Mary it's based on. It could be Mary Tudor, who would like put a bunch of Protestants to death who called her Bloody Mary. So apparently Mary Tudor might show up. So
Okay.
come at me, Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
I just got nervous.
Bloody Mary, me too. Bloody Mary. Oh
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I just saw the bags under my eyes.
Is she here? If we hear a baby crying randomly, then she might be here somewhere.
Or a sumo wrestler.
The last one is cheersing with water.
Ugh.
And like Bloody Mary, there's a bunch of different variations of this. The belief that you should never make a toast with water in your glass harks back to the time of the ancient Greeks. This is a superstition with its place firmly embedded in history. It is considered that proposing a toast to someone with water is akin to wishing bad luck and maybe even death on him or her. It's also believed in different parts that toasting with water, you're also wishing death upon yourself as the liquid reflects your future watery grave.
Oh my gosh, my body's like, what is this?
What is this foreign
What is
substance?
this clear stuff?
Okay, I don't want to cheers to anyone in particular, just a general cheers with no eye contact with water.
Is this what being hydrated feels like?
This is the worst result of any superstition
We're just
so
so
far.
grossed out. All right, well, we conquered some serious superstitions that I feel like have freaked us out at some point or another.
They freaked us out. They also feels a little freeing, to be honest.
Really?
I mean, pending.
So go out there this Friday the 13th and
Walk under those ladders and step on those lines and cracks and, I don't know, don't make eye contact with anyone. That's just me on a normal day.
seriously, that's just socially awkward. Have fun, y'all. Grace, who do we have a gratitude problem with today?
Today, it comes from Facebook from Stephanie Kinney Cook. A little fan art for This Might Get, and it's an illustration of Goose and Beans on the This Might Get set with the sign saying, "This might get rough."
They look so cute. Goose looks euphoric, I
like
would say.
the happiest I've ever seen her. So thank you, Stephanie Kinney Cook, so much for this illustration. It's awesome. And make sure if you want to be featured in an upcoming gratitude problem segment, you tag us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, Instagram, all the social media platforms with the hashtag #ThisMightGet.
Also, be sure to subscribe to us. We're here every Monday through Friday, hanging out with you, and follow our social medias. Follow us on Instagram, etc., because there's always going to be exclusive footage and fun things to check out that aren't on the show.
That was great. Good job.
Thank you. It was succinct as hell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Screw you, bad luck stuff. I'm stronger now.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Michael's got a bit. He's doing it with the cat.
Here we go. We have to return that, Michael.